impassioned speech all prepared on the firing of Dr. Cook, but there seems to be enough righteous indignation to go around, so I'm going to skip right to the end of my remarks and save everyone some time. As the superintendent, Dr. Pruden could have looked at his firing in two ways. One, the glass half empty, or two, the glass half full. Here's how I think the half full plays out. One, a $123,000 7-month paid vacation, courtesy of the Brunswick County Board of Education. Two, unencumbered time to search for a new superintendent's job in a progressive, forward-thinking school district where the school board has the educational needs of the student coming first, not a political and social agenda. And three, never having to put up with the 3 members of the school board of education who fired them. Unfortunately, the rest of us do. So I simply ask that the Board of Education begin making educated decisions, because the decision to fire Dr. Pruden certainly wasn't one of them.
Ms. Erin Cimino.
Good evening. My name is Erin Cimino. I'm the Parent Advisory Council President for Brunswick County, but more importantly, I'm the mother of a 2nd grader at Lincoln Elementary. Since you announced your decision to terminate Dr. Pruden's contract, I've had many people reach out to me in many ways, either by phone, email, or approaching me in public to voice their concerns. And there's a common thread among all of their messages. They don't trust the board. Despite what your intentions were in the termination of Dr. Pruden's contract, the public perception is that it was personal, self-serving, and unnecessary. Parents believe the board is dysfunctional and that too much focus is put on micromanagement, public image, personal agendas, standing monuments, and a legacy to your job well done. Among teachers, there's confusion, fear, and frustration. They're afraid to make decisions in their own classrooms because of a potential fallout, and most importantly, feel that there's no loyalty to principals, faculty, and staff from the board. It's no coincidence that so many teachers have left recently, and in the wake of this decision, I'm gravely concerned that more will leave. Between the state and the county, teachers are made to feel that they are of very little value. Any good teacher knows how to make the best decisions for their students. Any good teacher knows the value of their work. And any good teacher will not stay in a place where they're undermined and feel like they have to look over their shoulder constantly. I'm afraid the quality principals and teachers we have will leave. I'm afraid of a mass exodus. Why would they stay when the message put forth is comply or be terminated? How will you make them stay? How will you recruit the best teachers to our rapidly growing county? How will you find the best superintendent available when you showed no loyalty to the one you had? Your reflections are not your actions are not reflecting well on Brunswick County. Since terminating Pruden, there has been no plan to put forth what you believe wasn't working under his leadership. I read that some of you think he rolled out Common Core too quickly. Okay, what was the problem? What is the plan to fix that problem? If there is a new plan, then what is it? And if there isn't a new plan, and we're finishing the year with Dr. Pruden's plan, wouldn't he have been the best person to see that through? How will we pay for our interim superintendent? With such a large amount of money being spent, I think that the people of Brunswick County are entitled to an explanation of where that money is coming from and what sacrifices will be made to pay for it. Many teaching assistants were cut this year because of money, but it seems that the money to pay for a superintendent has appeared out of nowhere. I'm nervous about the future of Brunswick County schools under this board, and I don't say that to be disrespectful. I'm fully aware that this job is difficult, and I know that it's extremely important. But I think that your focus is skewed, and that you are all unable to work together. The last 2 major decisions you made were a 3-2 vote with the exact same people on either side. That speaks volumes. A school system is only as good as its Board of Education. It's like a reflection in a mirror. Does the board have a healthy group dynamic, Or is it a parade of egos marching single file? Do members show respect and trust for each other? Do they act as predictable single-issue advocates? Or do they approach each decision with an open mind? Do they seem to make strategic choices for the well-being of the county or for their own personal agenda? The relationship between school board members and the relationship that they have with teachers and administrators in the county create the climate of public education in the community. Whether healthy or dysfunctional, the school board has a heavy influence on the way people view their schools. The county school system is only as good as each school member that makes up their board. I believe you have the ability to make positive changes in Brunswick County. Find the best superintendent you can and trust him or her. Work with him or her and not against them. Make Brunswick County a place where the best and brightest want to work. Make the best teachers, administrators, and staff look well on Brunswick County by making it a place where they are seen as the most important piece of the educational puzzle. Prove that you believe in their value. Encourage them to constantly better themselves and increase their own education, and then reward them for it. If you are looking for a legacy or a monument to your job well done, then look at the students. Their success is your success. These children are the future of Brunswick County and North Carolina and of America, and any one of them could change the world for the better. Will they have a steady educational foundation to do it? I hope they will. But if we continue down this path, I'm afraid that they won't, and then that will be your legacy. Thank you for your time.
Good evening, Madam Chair, Board. My name is Charles Warren. I'm the chairman of the North Carolina Black Leadership Caucus, and I'm here to represent the community as well as my organization. We are very disappointed that Dr. Pruden was terminated by this board. The amount of money that's going to be wasted to replace him for the next 6 months is the taxpayer dollars, and the board is wasting the taxpayer dollars, which they could also have paid teachers, giving them a raise, or they could have basically recruited or included the teachers' assistants to make sure that they would have their positions. So because of the board action to waste taxpayer dollars, I'm going to basically work with the community to see if we can encourage the county commissioners to reduce the amount of money that they give you each budget year. I think you get 36.5%. And we're going to see if we can advocate to see with the county commissioners to see if we can get that reduced, maybe to about 34%, because you are basically reckless with the taxpayer dollars. So thank you very much, and this is not the last you hear this.